There seems to be rather a lack of watch videos on my channel. In fact, a large gaping gap, and I'm going to explain to you why that is in this video. Hi guys, today we are reviewing Nothing Nor Nothing Neither. In the review we'll show you nothing, show the features of nothing, and talk about nothing. It is unusual for me to have such a big gap without any watch reviews, and it's quite annoying for me as well because I like to do watch reviews and I like to have watches. The big thing is though getting them. A lot of the watches I like are watches that are a little bit unusual, a little bit different, not your run-of-the-mill stuff, and most of the ones I like and most of the ones I want aren't always available new. In fact, a lot of them never new, they're always available second hand. They're quite old, although not quite vintage, shall we say. So getting these watches isn't always as easy as you think. It's ones that I've seen and go, oh, I like that. Over time I've seen a watch I think, that's nice, or I've got a watch as part of a set, like with my ice watches and other watches where I've got quite a few of them, but I'm missing one or two out of that set. So I wait for those ones to become available, which means I normally have to buy them second hand from different various sites, eBay and others included. And I have to get them good. I don't want to get a dodgy, tatty, scratched, marked, nasty looking watch, even though some people will say nowadays, oh, perfect condition. And then you go, oh, you read down it and you go, just needs fixing because it doesn't actually run. Yeah, right. It's not perfect, is it? So I like to get them in nice, good condition, clean looking, and watches I can use, because obviously once I've reviewed them, I'm going to wear them. These are going to be day-to-day watches, part of the Everyday Watches channel that I'm going to wear every day. So I like to have watches I can use. Now that's not easy to come by. I have a list of watches I like the look of, watches I want, and as I said, watches as part of my sets, but they're not always easy to find. But every now and then you see a watch that you really like and you think, oh, I love that. Look at it and it's in terrible condition. It's scratched face, scratched this, that and the other, so you end up not buying it. It isn't for want of trying. I have bought watches already in the last few months. I've bought a couple of watches. Unfortunately, I've had the misfortune of buying watches that don't work. i.e. I've bought them and it says it's perfect, it works, it's really good. I bought off of a charity shop on eBay recently a Solo watch. A Solo watch I've been wanting for ages. It looked really nice, good condition, right price. I thought, right, sod it, I'll get one. So I got it. It was described as working. When I got it, it was definitely working. Fairly scratch-free. It's pretty decent condition for its age because it's quite an old watch. So I took the pictures, did all the normal stuff I normally do, measured it, did all that sort of stuff. The following day, it didn't work. So I put a new battery in it, looked at it, cleaned it, did loads of bits and bobs to it, and it just wouldn't work at all. It was completely and utterly dead. So I didn't get to film a video of it because it was dead by then. So I sent it back. The people were very good. They said, okay, fine, we'll refund you. And that was that. It was done, gone. But it was a shame because I really wanted that watch. Now, the next one is sort of a bit of an issue with me in some respects. I saw a watch, a Swatch Lumi watch. Now, I've seen Lumi watches from Swatch around quite a bit. They don't come up that often. When they do, they're usually quite expensive, or again, the condition's not always perfect. I saw one on eBay and I thought, oh, it's a Lumi. I quite like the look of them. I want one of them. The description said, watch, good condition, very good condition, boxed, working, but, and there's a but, said the light's working, but the time isn't, probably an easy fix for anybody. And that was it. I thought, okay, yeah, no, I'll take the punt and I'll buy this because it's a watch I really wanted. And it's actually here. I've still got the watch. It's this. A lovely pink Lumi watch. And these are really, really nice watches. But as I said, they don't come up that often. Strangely enough, when I bought this one, there was another two for sale. Another one of these at a much higher price, and a slightly different bluish one. So that's these things here. So it is a nice watch. I like this watch. And he's right, the light does actually work. And that's the whole point of the Lumi watch. The Lumi watch has got an illuminating face when you press the little light. It's really nice. I like that. However, the rest of it doesn't work, and it doesn't work at all. It doesn't tell the time. And one of the reasons for that is that the crown tends to, comes out, which he didn't mention. So originally I just said, oh, sod it, it's my fault. It did say it didn't work, but it did say it could be easily fixed. It can't be easily fixed because it is beyond repair. You can't get into the swatches. They're sort of sealed units. You can change the battery. If you have the right tools, you can get the face off, pull it all apart, but it's not an easy job to do. And I can't be bothered faffing about trying it because it'll break it, and it will never work once I've taken it apart. So I just sent the feedback saying unfortunately it didn't work, otherwise good. He got contact with me and said, oh, it doesn't work. I said, no, it doesn't work at all. You said it didn't work, and the light works, but the rest of it is completely, the crown comes out. He said, oh, sorry about that. And he actually refunded me. Now, I did say to him I'd send it back, and he said, no, you don't need to send it back. I can't do anything with it, to be fair. I could keep the strap. The strap may be useful. It's a nice pink leather strap, so that might be useful for something else. The actual watch itself is utterly useless. And I missed out on the other Lumis that were there, because by the time I got this one, found out it wasn't working, I went to look for the other Lumis that were there, and they had gone completely, been sold. So I'm a little bit disappointed that I didn't get the Lumi watch I really wanted. So that's a little bit of a downer. So it's not like I'm not buying watches. It's not like I'm not trying to do reviews. I'm trying to get good watches I want, and watches I really like the look of, to get on the reviews, and watches for me to wear. So the lack of them is unfortunate. I really didn't want there to be a lack of watches. Normally I do quite a few reviews at the early part of the year, and I've been sort of let down, so I haven't done as many as I want. I haven't seen as much as I want, because there's a lot of tatty stuff about at the moment. A lot of stuff you see a decent picture and it's not worth buying. So I will definitely get some more watches and definitely do the watch reviews. I am still doing watch reviews. I still love watches. I still want watches. I've got a list of about 5 or 6 on my buy list at the moment I am hoping to buy, as well as other things when I see them and like them, just as long as they turn up and they bloody work, because it's a bit of a pain in the arse when they don't. So anyway, I am doing watch reviews, and they will be back. Thanks for watching.